What's up, boys? It's Wolf. So, normally I'm the type of guy that likes to just keep to himself, like my little corner of the internet, but sometimes, just sometimes, I see some shit that makes me feel away and makes me want to just stop staring at my walls and actually get serious for a second. I mean, it's not something I like to do, but every once in a while I get the urge to make one of these videos. So I've been thinking of maybe just coming up with a name for them, just to differentiate them from like my regular videos. Something to do with wolves, obviously, just keep it in theme. And I'm just not too sure what it would be yet. But anyway, as I'm sure you can tell by the title and thumbnail, I'm here to talk about the zombies community. More specifically, the YouTubers at the tippity top of that community. Now, for the last couple of weeks, I've been taking a break from my usual League content just because I've been playing League for close to 8 years now. I need to take a break from it every once in a while. But point is, I moved to Zombies once Cold War came out, and I quickly realized that there isn't much to do in Zombies. There's only one map. The Easter egg was solved in one day. You can grind for skins, but once you're done with that, then what do? There just isn't a lot to do. So for content, there's only so many videos about skin grinding and Easter egg tutorials you can make. And as a content creator, I understood this very clearly. So when I see people like NoahJ, who just clickbait the shit out of every video, I understand. It's hard to judge someone for just wanting clicks or just wanting money, like do you? But one thing is just being a piece of shit about it. I've said it in one of my other videos. I don't remember which one, but this NoahJ guy is literally the next Allier.
And in a nutshell, Allier is what it looks like when you sell your soul to make money. Misleading title, Photoshop, misleading thumbnail that checks every box in the checklist for internet douchebaggery, where it's a red arrow pointing at some shit with a wacky facial expression. And then that's about all of the content is, because it's not entertaining. There's no entertainment to be derived from one of his videos if you're above the age of 8 or 9. One thing I also don't think anyone will be pleased with is his actual content. So here's his channel. I don't need to say a whole lot about it. Just read some of this shit. All of these thumbnails are photoshopped, and he didn't even take the time out of his day to make different thumbnails each time with a different expression. He just keeps reusing the same expressions. You'll see he just repeats them over and over again ad nauseum, and it's just disgusting to even look at. Now, when you do make the mistake of clicking on one of his videos, and if the Lord is really not happy with you today and your ad blocker crashes, you get at least five mid-roll advertisements here, and he places them so strategically to nickel and dime the absolute most he can out of the system. He puts 3 in the beginning because that's when viewer retention is the highest. Throughout the middle, there's none, and then towards the end, he puts 2 more. It's smart if you're a greedy asshole who's sold his soul to make money, but you're a big piece of shit for doing this.
The game not having much to do is one thing, but you being a lazy piece of shit is another. You're a creator. Your job is literally to be creative. The game has been out for a fucking month, and you're telling me you have nothing already? You are completely out of ideas for videos or interesting things to talk about, to the point where you're clickbaiting a video about a ray gun rifle. And then if you made the mistake of clicking on the video, you'll find that it's not a ray rifle at all. It's just a fucking image for the flamethrower of Black Ops 4. It's not like he didn't know that. But he still went ahead and released this video with the title Treyarch leaked the new ray gun rifle. Like, how absolutely pathetic that this is the top guy in Zombies right now. A community that literally exists for no other reason than pure passion. Because as it's displayed time and time again by Activision, Zombies always comes last in terms of priority. And this guy is the face of it. That's wild. Literally the same ray gun in the same pose in most of his videos since Cold War release. That's crazy to me. He also just comes with all the douchebag traits. You got your reaction videos, you got your completely just not even close to being true videos. He also just has 3 channels. Now from here on, I will only refer to NoahJ as piece of shit. And for some ungodly reason, piece of shit has 3 channels. He's got his main one where he obviously puts his most effort into. I mean, this is absolutely incredible content, revolutionary. Then he's got his second channel where he only does reaction videos, and the best part is how he just spams you with ads the entire time. It's just beautiful. Which I know, because I myself have committed the cardinal sin of watching some of those videos. Luckily, one of those videos led me to find someone who's actually decent, which is The Smith Plays. Now, Smith Plays isn't exactly exempt from all the douchebag traits. He does have a couple of clickbaits here and there, and he also does reuse his like reaction pictures and his thumbnails. I don't know why people do this. How hard is it to just take another fucking picture? But piece of shit reacted to a series on Smith Plays channel called Zombies Retrospective, wherein he would go and analyze every zombies map in depth. And as a precursor to the actual retrospectives, he would react to the world record speedrun for all of the Easter eggs for each of the maps he recovered in order to gain information about, for the final video. And yes, it's still a reaction video, but at least he had the decency to actually edit them so as to not just sit there for 40 plus minutes. And what do you know? Piece of shit sees that Smith Plays is reacting to speedruns, and then he decides to then literally do the exact same thing and react to this exact same speedruns that Smith Plays was reacting to. The saddest part is that piece of shit reacting to the retrospectives actually got more views than the actual retrospectives. If anything tells you that effort doesn't mean shit on YouTube, like, that's gotta be it. So that's his second channel, and then he has a third channel where he opens Pokemon cards or something. I honestly have no idea. I've never been there. I'm a man of logic and science, and if I'm looking closely here, I can see a bit of a pattern forming, and I cannot imagine the third is any better than the first two.
Ladies and gentlemen, today is literally the most excited I've been to react to a video in so long. I haven't had a dedicated hate video to react to literally since forever. I know almost anyone else would be like, oh my gosh, hate video, like that's so sad. No, today is the day that I finally got a hate video. It has me and Mr. NoahJD with clowns written on the thumbnail. If I'm not mistaken, this is 8 Thoughts, and he kind of like has made his YouTube career hating on stuff. I'm pretty sure. Like he's very much like, I think it's kind of a negative, like deciphering YouTube clickbait titles. Pokemon comes out at, yeah. But that kind of just makes me all the more excited to watch this video and see what he has to say about me, because I love it. I live for it. Watching someone just to hate it and talk trash and hate, comment, and everything like that is one of the dumbest things you can do. But the greatest part for me is that over the years, I literally just don't care anymore. You know what I mean?
Oh, we know. We know you don't care. It seeps through every pore in your body that you have zero self-respect. I hope somehow he sees this video, because the video he reacted to here wasn't hating on him at all. It barely even mentioned him, actually, so he got off easy. But this one is all about him, so I want to see how he reacts to this one. Piece of shit is widely known for running a charity event called E for C, or Easter Eggs for Charity, wherein, as the title implies, you complete zombies Easter eggs on stream and all the proceeds go to charity. Now, I believe that was piece of shit's only redeeming quality, and probably why no one says anything about this kid. So, I was perusing Zombies Reddit the other day, trying to keep up to date with what was hot in zombies at the moment. And I imagine piece of shit doesn't go on Reddit too often, because I swear every time I check there's a thread calling him the worst clickbaiter on YouTube, and it's and in one of those threads a long conversation started about how all the zombies YouTubers and piece of shit's little friend group were all horrible just like him, and then I saw this gentleman who says piece of shit stole the entire idea for what is E for C from him. And he shows an email he sent to piece of shit inquiring about a promotional idea of a charity stream where people would play the Easter egg of every map over the course of a weekend. And that would bring awareness to a disease that his grandfather suffered from, and he thought that if piece of shit were to shout it out or maybe even participate in it, it would greatly increase the effect of that stream, and it was obviously all for a good cause. Now, no response from Fecal Matter over there, but exactly 7 days later, he goes on Twitter and announces his own tournament in which, get this, you play every Easter egg on every map over the course of a weekend. Now, I'd be remiss if I blindly believed someone in the cesspool of that is Reddit, so it could be completely unrelated to the email, or it could have already been in development and it was just funny timing, but I don't know, I cannot shake the feeling that it fits this piece of shit so well. I mean, look at any of his channels. Does it feel like this guy gives a fuck? Does it feel like this guy has any respect for any of his viewers whatsoever? Again, this community only exists out of pure passion. Does this look like passion? Now, if it was just him, then yeah, whatever. Just don't watch him. Let him do whatever he wants. The problem is he's now influencing everyone else to stoop to his level. Codename Pizza, Raffle Waffles, Lex, Dalek JD, who literally plagiarized someone else's video word for fucking word. And somehow the community was surprised. I'm pretty sure for years anyone who's watched any of that guy's videos knows the guy has literally zero clue what the fuck is going on at any point in time. The guy is literally brain dead. And all these people see piece of shit doing his bullshit and they think, well, I mean, it works for him and he's not getting backlash, so let me do it myself. Again, I cannot possibly blame someone for wanting more views. I want views myself, but I can't blame you for being trashy, pathetic, uninspired, and lifeless. And even though, yes, it works, it has been proven time and time again that such behavior is not necessary to be successful on YouTube. Look at Donkey, literally the opposite of the piece of shit. Sometimes he mistitles his video just because it's funny to him. Look at Critical, he has literally never made a thumbnail in his life. Well, actually no, he makes the thumbnails for the moist meter or whatever the fuck, but that's not even really a thumbnail. And for almost 7 years, his titles were the name of the game, followed by gameplay and commentary. So if you resort to such trashy methods, all that tells me is that you know your 3 channels are shit. You know that you have to beg for every view, for every second of watch time in hopes of staying relevant. You know that no one watches you for you, only because you're the most popular and you got to be the most popular by begging children on Fortnite for their views. And what that meant for zombies was that a community born out of passion is now having to beg for every views. And yes, that some of that is Treyarch. You know, Black Ops 4 was not good, you know, but this game was a fresh start. A chance to begin that creative process again, to experiment, try different things. Again, it is our jobs to be the creatives. And that will always be the bottom line. Sorry, there's a lot of red energy in this video. Again, it's not something that I want to do too often, and I want to specifically brand them completely differently from my normal content, just so that people who don't want the red energy know to just stay away from these kinds of videos. I've watched this YouTube gaming shit since the beginning, man. All the way back in COD 4 with Hutch and Nanners and XCal and all those guys. I've watched this shit grow and develop in some good ways, but honestly, mostly bad ways. At first, the fact that just anybody could do this was endearing and relatable, but now I realize that not everyone should be allowed to do this. If any talentless, witless schmuck off the street was allowed to star in Hollywood movies, it wouldn't be a great product. And that's the situation YouTube finds themselves in. But anyway, that's it from me. Peace.